Hi everyone, I'm Sergio Fielian. Today I want to relate 10 strangest things about Paris. If you are from France, I do not do this with intention of offending. I just want to share what struck me from my experience and my previous experiences. You are free to agree or disagree with me and comment below what you think about it. Let's start. One of the saddest, number one, people did not dance in the discos. For me, nightlife is an essential component in a city, and enjoying it to the fullest is ideal. But in Paris, the places which I went, many times people were not on the dance floor to dance. People need to drink a lot to do that, and they don't even dance, just they move particularly. Personally, it causes me a lot of tenderness to see European people dancing. Normally, people prefer to talk despite loud music, which is obviously for dancing. Number 2, the smells of Parisian metro and RER. There were days when I immaculately smelled nothing, or that I had already got used to smells. To make a parallel, sometimes in my hometown the homeless people smelled very bad, but they smelled so much better than some people in the public transport of Ile-de-France. This is understandable since there is so much confluence of people from so many different countries and cultures. The habits of hygiene and food greatly influence the natural perfumes of each person. So if you plan to live in Paris or in a nearby town, prepare your noses. Number 3. When my new made friends kiss me on the cheek to say goodbye. Sometimes I met people because other people introduced me to the groups of friends, and I used to interact very well with people. I love French culture, and many times when I finished talking about the playwright of Molière or some architectural aspect of Parisian, I managed to integrate quickly. My love about France is evident whenever I speak with someone who is French. Saying goodbye to my new friends, what I used to do was shake hands or give a hug. But in France, I had a surprise. My female friends say goodbye to me with 2 kisses, but my male friends too. After the first time, everything became normal for me, and I understood more about their culture. Number 4, the slowness in the banks to open a bank account. Almost a month to open a bank account. This depends a lot on the bank, but during all my life I have been used to have everything fast. Things take a maximum of 15 minutes or less, but in Paris almost a month. I opened my account with BNP Paribas and it went well, because I met other people who had enough problems opening their accounts, and they decided to resort to new banks like N26 or Revolut. I have 3 appointments at the bank to have my card, and everything worked. Number 5, for everything you have to send a letter by traditional mail. This just turns me desperate. There is email and phone calls with verification of personal data. If I wanted to cancel my gym plan, I had to send a letter by traditional mail to close my bank account or cancel my mobile plan too. Everything is going in a different pace, in a different rhythm in France, in Paris. Everything is slow in these aspects. Number 6, I smoke without wanting to smoke. If I walked around Champs-Élysées or Camp Boulevard, there was always cigarette smoke. There was no escape of every exit of the subway. The smell was always the same, cigarettes. It was impressive to see people fabricating their own cigarettes inside the subway bus to instantly go out to light them and smoke it. I can't tolerate everything, but smoking without wanting to smoke as a passive smoker is something I don't like. Number 7, every day there are always people drinking alcohol. Awesome, I cannot judge anyone by their behaviors. I have neither the authority nor they decide to do, but it's impressive how always the pubs and bars were filled from Monday to Sunday. Obviously bars that are open on Sunday almost non-existent, but if people were not in the bars, they were in the supermarkets buying liquor. Impressive, yes, buying beers. On Mondays, buying beers, on Tuesdays with wine, or Wednesdays with who knows what. It doesn't really affect me, but you should think about cirrhosis. Number 8, they always believed I was Italian when I was speaking Spanish. Non parlo così. I don't speak like that. Whenever I was speaking Spanish with another person on the street or on the phone, people said, and on every rare occasions, they asked me, "What language are you speaking?" And they answered the question alone. "Oh, it's Italian, beautiful language. What city do you come from?" I'm Italian and the language I'm speaking is Spanish, but you don't sound like Spanish. People from Spain speak differently. Of course, there's something called accents. Number 9. The great diversity of nationalities and languages that can be heard on the street. This is one of my favorites. I was able to find people from republics that I did not really remember well, or from countries so unpopular that I had to search on Google Maps to locate myself well. Chinese, Arabic, Hindi, German, English, Russian, all languages and nationalities present in Paris. I love it! And the final one, the 10th. The shuttles. Before arriving in France, in Paris, I always used to have an option 24 hours a day if necessary, or eat or to buy something at the time I wanted. But I found 95% of shops closed on the Sunday. Terrible, a tragedy for me. It was also a surprise that people didn't wake up at 5 in the morning. 8 a.m. is an usual hour to go to sleep. Was 1 or 2 in the morning. Different shuttles, more relaxed, more in sync with the sun. Well, these have been the 10 strangest things I have been through in Paris. I lived the experience in Paris. I defiantly love French people, and I never had major problems. As always, there may be inconveniences with some people, but nothing special. My overall experience was wonderful. Remember, each video that I publish can also be found on the same channel in the Spanish version and another in French. Subscribe quickly and do not forget to activate the bell button. Wait for another one of my videos. See you soon.